Hello stealth campers, we're on a spooky one today, so it's happy Halloween from us because we're going to be going on a, what would you call it that we're going on?
We are doing the ghost walk around Kings Lynn with Mad Alice, starting at the Minster in Kings Lynn, and we're at the Wen's Chop and Ale House it's called now, just opposite the pub, opposite the church even, well even started drinking yet, opposite the church, and then we're going to go on the ghost walk around Kings Lynn, and then we're going to do a spooky sleepover.
Looking forward to that. The ghost walk I'm a little bit, or I'm not into the ghosty scene, so that's a little bit spooky, but the stealth, rock and roll.
So, cheers everyone.
He was summoned back to York to face his accusers after a skeleton was dug up believed to be Daniel's. Being found guilty, he was executed. His body hung in a gibbet and left there as a warning to others. Now again, we always stop here, not because it's anything ghostly or spooky, but just because people don't tend to walk through here and they've never seen it before. So the Custom House has been watching over all the comings and goings of this busy port for over 300 years. Built by Henry Bell to Sir John Turner and dating back to the 17th century. It isn't half smoky on these stairs, she said. She'd walked straight through what remained of the ghost.
So here we are, and we're off to stealth, and we're Halloween stealth. We're off to the cemetery on Hardwick Road in Kings Lynn. So we did the original ghost walk tour round Lynn with Mad Alice and Nikki, and it was really good. A lot of history, a lot of buildings, and at £10 per person, true value for money for an hour and a half. Well worth going, so I would recommend that. And now we're off for a spooky sleepover, so we're going to go down there as usual, set up in the dark, so we'll catch you in a bit. Ooh. Right, stealthers, we are now in the Hardwick Road Cemetery. We're in the back far corner. We're trying to just establish a little bit of a clear area where we're going to set the bedding up, and then we're going to do a little bit more filming.
We'll show you
some alcohol and spooky tales to tell you.
Time is?
It is 11 o'clock, is it? It's 11 o'clock, I think.
Couple of minutes to 11,
Couple of minutes to 11, so I'm going to pass the camera to Cara, and we got an ale review. So we got
a bottle of
Woodford's Vault. So I was on holiday the other week, and we went to the brewery at Woodbaston, just outside Norwich, Woodford's Brewery, and their most famous one is probably their Wherry Ale, and they got various ones, is it Blackadder, Adder cider, or Norfolk Adder, and then Vault. So this is, I bought a box of Vault and a box of Nelson's Revenge.
Oh, where are we? While you're opening that, where are we?
Well, we just told them earlier, but we are in the corner, tucked into the corner of the Hardwick Road Cemetery in Kings Lynn.
That's the old cemetery, isn't it?
Well, the Hardwick Road is the cemetery, so it's divided into two halves because of Hardwick Road, but they're both the same cemetery. It's a 10-acre site. It opened in about 1850 odd. I read a bit earlier. That was when the town cemeteries were full up on all the churches. They bought this plot. Obviously the Hardwick Road and all that wasn't so much developed then, and they started planting people here. And I think if you look at the information on the website, I think there was, I could be wrong, but I think there was 20,000 people buried here.
Whoa.
Sounds wrong though, maybe it's 2. Anyway, so on with the ale.
Yep.
Got the Woodford's Vault, and I've had this at home. It's lovely, good drop of stuff. Very nice, that is.
What strength is that?
It's at 4.2, I think.
Yeah, I believe it is 4.2.
4.2, so not
cool.
If it's a session one, it's a little bit strong for a session one, but not as strong as a 5 or a 6 where they get a little bit quite strong. So very nice it is. and I think carrot. I think he's brought some of his deadly homebrew.
Oh.
So we're going to spin this round.
Let's have a look what we've got similar to what we had before, but I've actually brought some Lucozade so that we can dilute it a bit. Because Lucozade is good for you, but it's full of sugar and carbs, isn't it? But if you touch the screen, that should.
Right.
Okay, so I've got my empty mug.
You've got your usual cup.
And we've got the
You've got the
pineapple coloured
jollop.
which is still it's still hopefully getting strong. Well, not too much stronger. I tried a little bit today, just a touch of it, and that's why I bought the other stuff to dilute it. Right, we're going to pour this in. If you can see it. It's quite chunky there, really, isn't it?
Quite chunky.
I'll put this here. I'll save that bit for you, leader.
Right.
So you can have a. And I'm just going
And
to.
are you diluting it straight away, or
I'm just
you?
going to try it without.
Yep. Go on then. Have you tried this one at home or not?
Yeah, I think this is all we tried before.
Right.
In fact, that's quite nice. That's not as harsh as it was before. So it's probably eating some of the sugar from it. In fact, I'm going to go. I'm not going to dilute it.
You're hardcore, hardcore, yeah.
Well, stupid. Yeah, so
Right.
that's actually quite nice. We'll soon find out how nice. So this will be a cheers.
So, cheers, stealth campers, and thank you to all our viewers and subscribers. I think we've got to 262 again now, because I think one dropped off the other week, but we picked up a new one, and
Yes.
the latest video is going very well. So thank you if you watched that already. Fantastic. Okay.
And we'd like to say hello to the gentleman that works at the mill.
Yes, I don't know his name, but he put a comment on our last video that he had seen us at the station, and
And that was at the down the market,
down the
was
market
it?
station just the other week, making our way back to Lynn after our stealth at the roundabout at Downham. So
Yeah.
so cheers, guy. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Good to see you.
Right, so next, Quiche of the Camp.
Oh, we can. Here we go. Let's have a.
Can we see that?
We can nearly see
We
that.
have a Marks and Spencer's Scottish salmon and broccoli quiche. So
Bit
I
posh.
picked this up in town earlier today. So we tried the little one the other week. We tried Tesco's
Little.
before. We've had the Heck ones, I think. Had crossless ones.
Yep.
So Marks and Spencer's.
We will show you the graveyard in the morning, but at the moment everything is black. You can't see nothing.
Can you
Just in
see
case
that or
Here we
not?
come
Can you
in.
see that?
Let's have a. Let's get
Let's
back in
change the
lights.
light. Let's get the light a little bit. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that looks quite nice, that does, doesn't it?
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what would go well with that.
What would go? I think I can see it down there. You remember the primula?
Yes, look at that. So the primula we've got on this occasion is we've got the primula cheese with ham. Da, 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 da. There we go. Can we see that?
It's kind of sort of lumpy. Looks lumpy.
Yeah, that is a half. I'll take this bit if you want. It's a smaller half.
You go for that one then. Right, so we're going to go in. So first reaction.
First
to the
reaction is.
Marks and Spencer's.
Let's have a look. Well, it definitely looks like a quiche, doesn't it? That's full of the. You see it on here with the lights.
Eggy loveliness.
It's quite soft. Let's try and get you. Let's try and get you into the light so you can see. I'm not necessarily a salmon person. I'm more of a tuna person. But that's definitely a full one. This is probably not the best review we've done in the dark.
Trouble with the dark, the shadows, and try not to do too much light because of the.
You've got houses that are somewhere around that can see. You've got one over there that can see. That's quite nice. That's a. Oh. What's your review?
The salmon flavours coming through really well, actually.
Yeah.
and the broccoli.
Got to show them yours, you said?
Well, it'd be the same as yours, but the salmon, a really nice flavour. 5-second rule.
How's your diet going? On the floor?
Oh. A lot of filling, a lot of salmon, nice strong salmon flavour.
Yep.
So from me, that's a Norfolk and Stealth thumbs up.
Yes, for me, there's another one as well. I've got the Primula, if I can get hold of it, I've got the Primula cheese and ham, and this is now going to go to, on top of, the other half we got it sort of broken into bits. So we're going to put a bit of Primula cheese on that. Is that enough? The Primula cheese on that.
Lovely.
That actually looks quite nice, doesn't it? Here we go.
Does that improve the flavour?
I don't know. I don't know if cheese and ham goes with such. So. Today we've had a calcium to it, haven't we? Assuming the cheese is good, is real.
So there we go. You've seen it here first. A spooky Halloween quiche with Primula on.
Hey, let's go straight in. Here we go.
The Primula with the quiche. Quiche of the Camp. Just gone for a bit of pastry first. Oh, it's a bit flaky. Very nice.
Yum. That's quite a good choice, actually, wasn't it? Very nice. But Marks and Spencer is a little bit upper class. Would you say it's a little bit quality?
Well, years ago I worked for Campbell's Soups up the road there when it was there, and whenever we made the soup for the Marks and Spencers, it was a hard night because there was like 17 big drums of ingredient go in it, whereas everyone else was not even a third of it. Whereas Marks and Spencers, obviously you pay more for it, but as usual, you know, you get what you pay for.
Yes.
And so you got quality there. Very nice. This is Carrot's homebrew.
Homebrew. This is the same homebrew as we had the other night, but this is either fermented more or diluted it more. I can't remember which.
And this is made with bananas, you said?
Yes. I'll put 2 bananas into this.
That's a good serving there.
Do you want to try a little bit of that? And we may need to dilute that if that's just a little bit too sweet for you. What would you say as far as the nozzle goes?
Not too much of a smell. Very subtle banana, but if I didn't know it was banana, I probably wouldn't know.
Yeah. If that's too sweet, we can dilute it a little bit. Too sweet?
Yeah, that's...
Right.
Well, I don't know. You're kind of adding more sugar to it, aren't you?
Yeah, but you also added the orange.
I'm probably going to brave it on its own to put without even more sugar. It's probably a... yeah.
Because, hang on. Oh, here we go. In fact, with both...
Actually, after a while, it does smooth out the taste. The initial hit is a little bit harsh, but it's sort of a slightly
bit
mellow,
too sweet, a little bit too...
Yeah, slightly mellow. It mellows off after a while, actually.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We're both in the frame there. This is what we want.
Both in the frame on our spooky Halloween sleepover.
We're in a great...
sleepover or stealth? Sleepover. Now, these aren't made up. This is genuine. All 3 of them are genuine. So, when when I was little, obviously I'm a middle child, so older brother, younger brother. Me and my older brother, and there was next door to where we lived was a tumble down cottage, and so I used to play kind of with my older brother and his friends and that sort of thing. And we were in this tumble down cottage, which was next door to Mum and Dad's house. And someone suggested a seance, so I'm probably 9 at the time or 10. I don't even know what a seance is, but we had this seance in this outhouse of the tumble down cottage, and we're kind of linked hands on the table, and there's a lot of messing about and all that. And then the door to the outhouse had one of them old fashioned cottage latches on. You just press it down to the bar comes up. Anyway, yeah. So the door was shut. To my mind, the door was shut, and all of a sudden, whoosh, the door comes open, and that is it really. It probably doesn't sound quite scary, but that stuck in my mind. Okay, so that's number 1 story. Number 2 story is after my wife's mother died. We had this clock in the hallway of our house down when we lived down King George Avenue in King's Lynn. We had a clock what her dad had repaired or made or something like that, but it didn't work, but it hung on the wall. And then after her mother died, the clock started working, and it worked for about 3 days, and then it stopped. Now I thought my wife had got the clock working. She thought I'd got the clock working. No one had touched it, and it suddenly started working for about 3 or 4 days, and then it stopped, and it hasn't worked since. It's not on display anymore, but it was. I have read that there's this phenomena happening before, which is quite strange. And then story number three actually did happen on our stealth. Now I told this in the morning. I told my wife this story, and a couple of other people was at the pub a while ago, and I told them this story. So we were camping at St James's Church at Borsey, and I was sleeping in the nave or the vestry, I guess, between the ruined down walls, and then we'd spent the night there. And then early in the morning I'm kind of half awake, half asleep, and I was laying on my side, and I think I felt someone coming up behind me and sort of spooning into me and giving me a cuddle. And it was the most bizarre feeling, to the point that I had to look round and no one was there. Obviously I didn't think it was Carrot.
It's never going to be me.
It's never me. But I had to look round, and at the same time I looked round, I was struck by a really strong feeling of loneliness, which to my mind it was like a sadness or a loneliness feel, and it's such a bizarre feeling to have, that suddenly you felt that feeling. So that was it. I mean, on its own it's kind of a bizarre tale, but as we're doing the Halloween sleepover now and we're in the cemetery, I thought I'd regale you with these 3 stories of just unusualness. So have you had any spooky tales or feelings, or are you as Danny Robbins would say, are you a team believer or a team skeptic? I'm kind of open-minded. Apart from those 3 things, I've never seen anything, but maybe one day, who knows, maybe tonight even.
Hope not. I do hope not. I've actually had, on the Borsey ruins, we never mentioned it, did we? We didn't mention anything. No. I had an experience.
You had an experience?
Yeah, which I haven't said on camera.
Are you making this up? Are you?
No,
you
this
never
is
told
true.
me this before.
No, I did, and that's when you told me about about yours.
Right.
Yeah, I woke up early in the morning. Well, I woke up like half dreaming, and across my heart, this is true. I woke up. I was like in a dream, and as I was sort of waking up or half waking up, I was waking up as if to say, with a dream that I was drowning, and it was like I was trying to put my hand out. Now I was sleeping at the time in a British Army sleeping bag. So people who've slept in the British Army sleeping bag know that they have to. What you generally have to do is you have to stretch them out. So a good idea is you stand in them and you lift them up. They're quite tall, and it's like they've got lots of layers to them, and they will sort of all go over you. And I was also in a Dutch Army bivvy. So I was in a sleeping bag, a big sleeping bag, and a Dutch Army bivvy, which is all zipped over. And I sort of woke up, half still dreaming, and then I realised that the sleeping bag was over me. I had purposely tucked right in it to keep warm, and got the bivvy sort of zipped over so there weren't no airflow to cool me down, and woke up to think I was drowning, and I was trying to get my hand out of the sleeping bag, but in the dream I was trying to get my hand out of the water, like the sea water, to try and get me up. And sorry, the screen keeps going off as I'm talking. And the problem was, I was dreaming, trying to get my hand out, which was actually coming out of the sleeping bag, or trying to get out of the sleeping bag. The hole at the top of the sleeping bag, the hole that your head would peep through, was quite small, so I was panicking to try and get it up, to get my head out, and in the dream I was trying to get my head above the surface of the water to breathe. I didn't realise at the time that I was suffocating, only that I was drowning, which is really, and this kept going on over, well, it seemed to be going for ages, but it was obviously only going for a few seconds. Now, I'm the sort of person that will logically, if I start to panic, I will logically think that I'm panicking, it's a mind thing. I don't usually panic in them situations, so I don't wake up in a panic. I've never had panic attacks. So I'm then fighting my mind to tell it that logically I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag. But the panic side of me, which said I was drowning, sort of was taking over control. It was becoming more than I could control. And what happened was, in the end, what I did was I took both hands at the top of the sleeping bag, got hold of the sleeping bag, and ripped as hard as I could. But the British Army sleeping bag, it's got a fantastic zip on it, and as you pull, where I was trying to rip my way out of the sleeping bag to stop myself from drowning, sounds crazy, but it's true, then what happens is the zip opened, and as the zip opened, I then sort of released myself, got myself out, and then everything was okay again. But I'd gone through this incredible panic that I couldn't control. I'd never felt panic like it. The logic side of my mind couldn't control the panic side, and it was phenomenal. And yeah, so, and I've never slept in a British sleeping bag, hardly ever since, because I now always sleep in a goose down sleeping bag. Yeah, and then later that day we did mention it, we spoke in that. Nick had said the experience he had, I had an experience I had. I'm not really into, I don't want to believe about ghosts and phenomenals and all this sort of thing. I want to believe the scientific side of it, and I don't want to believe in it because I don't want it to frighten me, even though we're actually in the graveyard. So, but I never really wanted to sleep in the graveyard, but the leader is into that type of thing. He's more interested in that type of thing. I'm not. I just want scientific logic, black and white, and that's all I want to know. Yeah, so that was my experience, and I put that down having a panic attack, and it was the most horrendous experience I'd ever panicked over something which I think was just a dream, and be trapped in my sleeping bag. So yeah, so I'll tell you about that. We never said it on the day, but I've mentioned it now.
There we go. So there's 4 unusual, spooky stories which you can believe or not, but I don't. I remember you saying now about sleeping bag. Actually,
it was horrifying.
So there you go. So camping with Norfolk and Stealth can be horrifying.
Yeah, don't say that. We've had a bit of a interesting short night, and we're going to be having quite a big morning, so we're going to be trying to get to sleep in this very dark graveyard, which is getting cooler by the minute.
It's getting cooler, and it's now 10 past 12, is that? 5 past 12, yep.
Oh.
So it's the witching hour. So anyway, Stealthers, I'm cold. I'm going to find a bush and check out the plumbing, and then I'm going to turn in for the night. So not seen any ghosts yet.
God, don't say that.
But it's still early, so we'll see you in the morning. Night night.
Ciao, ciao.
Good morning, Stealthers. The time is just after 7. We overslept. I woke up a few times in the night. It was really quite mild though. Nothing spooky happened at all. But when we got to bed, it was maybe after midnight last night. Once the lights went out though, it's surprising how light it was here with the moonlight though last night. So we've got the kettle on now. Carrot's just doing some photos around the cemetery, and this is our little camp in the corner. So the kettle's on, that's Carrot set up over there. You can see his bivvy there, and this is me under the basher there. And we're gonna get the kettle on, have a brew, and then we're gonna cook some sausages for a couple of sausage sandwiches, and then we're gonna pack up and go home. Here's the man himself. Morning, Carrot. How did you sleep?
Morning. Yeah, I didn't sleep too bad. Could be worse. It was not cold. It was quite late all the way through the night. It says their eyes got used to it last night.
Yeah, very mild, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
Did you experience any spookiness last night?
No.
No spookiness.
No.
Okay, so
I heard what may have been a fox. I don't know if it was a fox or a deer.
or a ghost?
No. No, I had no taps on the shoulder. I had
No movements in the night. No.
no. I didn't have any. I didn't have any experience of draining in a sleeping bag or anything like that.
That's good then. Okay.
Good morning.
Again. Sausages are cooking, and so far we've only seen one dog walker in here. I thought there would have been some more by now, but they're
You
probably
never spoke,
having a lay-in. I think she thought we were homeless. She didn't like to disturb us.
She never looked at us.
She didn't even look at us.
She looked away from us.
No, probably, yeah.
The next one I'll speak though. I'll say hello and the next one we'll see.
You're going to harass them, yeah?
Well, politely say hello.
Politely say hello. So sausages are doing nicely. I've got my brew, and Carrot's got his coffee latte.
And we got
What we got there? Is that what you teased them with last night?
we got sausage. We got lobsters in here, lobster claws,
Lobster claws, and
food.
we have Marks and Spencer's, the classic Cumberland sausage. Got to go Cumberland or pork or Lincolnshire. Yum yum. Sausages are ready, but just over in the background there, a council van has turned up. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just emptying the dog poop bins or something like that. So we're just trying to keep a slightly lower profile, as we don't want to be evicted before we've had our breakfast, because that'd be a crying shame. So sausages are ready, and then we're going to get the kettle on the go for another brew, have some lobster, pack up and leave all within the next 4 or 5 hours. Happy days. Really should have bought the brown sauce for us.
Brown sauce.
Oh god, yeah.
We got Primula,
Oh, that's true. You just need a little bit of a
cheese and ham.
bit of lubrication with it, don't we? That's what I think. Not like it's going to be like a party. We've got little napkins here. Actually, it's kitchen.
I've got one in my pocket.
But we're going to use it as a napkin. Right. Let's save that bit. These are Marks and Spencer's Tiger Rolls.
No real tigers, but how did this?
I'm not sure they contain a single tiger. Do you reckon we could squeeze 2 in there?
No.
1.5?
I'm thinking by the time it's got a bit of Primula in, we're gonna.
I think, look, we can get 3. There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah. 1.5. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Got to squirt a bit of that in.
This is where we need extra hands. Many hands make light work.
Yes.
Look, it's like a master chef, isn't
That
it?
looks very good.
Yum.
Lovely.
You got it.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Squeezy, squeezy. Upside downy.
Was there A reason for putting it upside down?
Yeah. The bottom bit was breaking.
Ah, okay.
And the bottom bit's nice and solid, so I just happened to.
Okay. I can hear a train in the background there. Someone coming into King's. What a cracking day, isn't it? It's nice and sunny now. Sun's coming up.
Nice one.
I'm happy to report the sausage sandwiches, or sausage rolls, if you know what I mean, were a great success. I'd thoroughly recommend the were they Lincolnshire or Cumberland? Cumberland sausages with the Primula cheese, yeah, Primula cheese with ham. But now we've moved on. What have we got next, Carrot?
Next we go on to
the main course. Which is,
farm. These have come from Farm Foods in a different bag, so I ate half of them. These are the open peaches we had in the last video. So
that's a big one. Oh,
look at that one.
Dripping with freshness.
Yeah, they've.
I can smell a fishy aroma now.
Yeah.
That's
the fact that they thawed it out.
The fish water. Yep.
Here we go. So we'll grab a couple.
Are they a matching pair? Are they?
They could be.
Are you gonna just? Do you want to put?
Oh, I'll show you.
You give us a demo what you actually meant to do with them.
Yes. Okay. So these are lobster claws.
Obviously.
I don't know where the lobsters come from. You get them from Farm Foods in a frozen freezer, and there's a slit there. They've slit them. So if you just
crack it. Oh, yep.
And also all the way down the arm.
You've got all the flesh in there, the meat in there.
Yeah, so that's all empty, and the meat's on this side.
I think the last time we had lobster was when we would do the sample picking the other year, wasn't it?
So this, you can pick this out.
It's ready cooked, ready to go. Yep, nice and white flesh.
Yeah. And I've also got some.
You know what I think goes with that?
Primula. As quick as I can.
You hit it, didn't you?
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pour some Primula on. Like that. And I've got some. Well, he's got his dog walker.
Two dogs. I don't know if you pick you up there in the distance. There's a guy walking two dogs. So the dogs are staring at us, wondering what's going on.
Morning.
Morning. The dogs look very inquisitive. Especially the little one.
So they're going to get a. This is a.
He wasn't very chatty, was he?
No. He probably recognised us. So I can get a bit of this out.
Is that the best thing to eat them with? Wouldn't you need a fork, really?
Well, fork's a bit awkward because you're going to try and get into the little bits.
Right.
Let's try a bit of that. That's quite nice, those.
You've had them before, though, yeah?
Not with Primula.
It's the first time for everything.
That's lovely.
A quick slurp of tea, and then we move on to the big lobster claw.
Here he goes. This is for breakfast. So we've had a sausage sandwich.
We've got this cut there, crack, like that, and then we pull that back. Oh yeah, it does come apart very easy. And how much are these at Farm Foods?
You get a bag, I think there's 7 or 8 of them, and that's about, I think, 14 quid, 13, 14 pounds.
But there's no body, just claws, yeah?
Yeah, just claws, no tail, because the tail's the other part.
I'm going to poke my eye out with that stick then. Won't be a good look.
Can you taste the sea? Can you see the taste?
It's quite a delicate flavour in it, lobster, for a refined palate.
Yes.
So if you're in the market for lobster claws to impress guests at your dinner party,
I think it's lovely.
Farm Foods is the way ahead. I'm just dripping lobster juice.
You might want to put your finger on it. You've got the bit of cartilage in the middle.
Yeah, I can see a brown bit.
And that's joined to the finger underneath.
So you just, oh yeah, it's like a rubbery bit.
So you got to pull it. If you pull the meat off it, if it don't come out.
We got it. I think we got it.
The leader, he's more of a crab man, as you can see by practice. Do you want to try a bit of Primula? Because it does go quite nice actually.
Yeah, I'll just try and get that bit there. Bit of dark meat, normally a bit more flavour, I think, if it's the same as a crab.
It goes just undo the got a little dab of.
I think it'd be rude not to.
Here we go.
This channel is not sponsored by Primula, by the way.
No.
Or indeed anyone.
Sponsored by us, isn't it?
So if you own a Squeezy G's company and you're out there and you feel like sponsoring Norfolk and Stealth, please head over to our YouTube channel, of which we now have 21 videos. I can see a carrot there in the background. This is the Hardwick Road Cemetery, and the road cuts it in half, so you got the east side and west side, I think it is, and it's obviously open every day because a lot of people come in here and walk their dogs, and I walk my dogs through here myself. It's really nice. Suddenly you're in town but in the middle of nature, and it's a great area. It is open also on the Heritage Days, but you can come anytime anyway. And there is also a working group here on the first Saturday of every month, just to do some tidying up. So if you want to come and get involved with that, please do so. And there are leaflets. There's a shed over on the way in, and there's always some leaflets there giving you more information about the cemetery and for volunteering. What a great final resting place this is. We've left the area nice and clean, as always. There we are, and we're just going to walk through the cemetery on the way out. Right, well, stealthers, we're just inside the gate there. We can just see it 100 yards away, but the road noise is going to just get louder, so we're going to say our goodbyes here. So thank you for coming with us on our spooky Halloween sleepover. Hopefully it wasn't too traumatic for you, and we'll see you on the next adventure. So until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from him.
Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.